I'm doing really well, thank you. How are you, Dr. Fletcher?
I'm good. I'm good. What are we working on today?
I came in actually. I have a list of things. I just don't come in very often, so I just kind of saved them up, and my wife helped me write all these things down. So I was hoping that maybe we could go through these things.
Okay, let's do it. So first thing I'm going to have you do, just so we can kind of get organized, I want you to just give me like a one-liner on each thing. Like what are the like main topics we're going to cover?
Well, okay, so I've had this issue with heart racing.
Okay.
My back flared back up again.
Okay.
And that's been bugging me. I need refills on my blood pressure medications. I can't remember, Liz Pro or something.
Okay, we'll look at that.
And then I have to admit I have not been checking my blood sugar, so I probably need to check in about kind of how my diabetes has been doing.
Okay.
And then just my allergies have been killing me this time of year. I know it's a lot.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you some questions about these things first. Let's start with your palpitations. Because I think we've talked about this before. Tell me what's been going on.
I just, get home at the end of the day, I sit down and my heart just starts racing. And there's other times where like I get worried about something and I can just feel like it's like just jumping out, and then I wake up in the middle of the night and it's doing that.
Yeah. So I was looking here in your chart, and I remembered that last year around this time, actually, you had similar symptoms. So you were having some palpitations, and we kind of looked at a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you remember that. You got like the EKG, and then they did that ultrasound of your heart and a bunch of labs, and then the monitor that you wore, the little box you wore for like a whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see that, what we found on that one was that you had, like occasional little flip-flops in your heart, like little skipped beats, which are really common, but sometimes as you get, more of them, or as you get older, sometimes you sense them more. And then it looks like we had started maybe some mindfulness meditation, and it looks like a couple weeks later, you felt like it was a lot better, and that it may have been related to anxiety and stress at that time. Does that sound like, do you remember that?
I do remember that, and I do remember doing that for a while, and it was better. We did have that whole work, and maybe I just need to get back and try that again. Okay.
Yeah, and I think, if anything, changes with it, if you're having like chest pain or shortness of breath or something, then I definitely want to know about it. But I think, do you feel like you've had any more anxiety lately that may have triggered it again?
Well, it was a year ago, and every time this time of year we restart school and just kind of get back into things. I think it's maybe if it was a year ago, that might have been kind of the same amount of time, and
Okay. So, I feel pretty good that we looked at all of those things last year. So not to say we won't repeat them, but why don't we try doing the mindfulness again, and we'll get you set up with one of our behavioralists to do some cognitive behavioral therapy, which can help kind of settle the brain down a little bit, kind of like physical therapy for your brain. And then let's see how those respond to that. And if not, then let's go dig in for some other things.
Okay.
Okay, so that one sounds good. Now tell me about your back.
I think I was just doing a lot of things, trying to get ready for school, and trying to just trying to move things around, and I just suddenly became painful and that locked up on me. Yeah.
And you've had back pain before. How often are you straining it like this?
It probably happens a couple times a year for the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay. And any weird symptoms like trouble peeing or pooping or numbness in your inner thighs?
No.
Okay. And no fevers or chills, night sweats?
No.
weird weight loss that you weren't expecting or trying for?
No.
Okay. No history of any cancers or steroid use that I wasn't aware of?
No.
Okay. And you haven't had any new like falls or trauma? Okay. Well, it sounds like you probably just strained it. Let me just check that out real quick. Let's do a quick exam. Yeah, you feel really, kind of tight right there. You're still kind of getting it all for you do, and we'll just do that. You come in here, you didn't try to know that. Okay. Need more that.
Something we need to use.
Okay. And use one pump. Okay. Something you add that go and look at it. You go away to that and take one to the next.
I'm ready to work. I'm using to that.
Okay. Your allergies and your palpitations and your back spasm, and then we were gonna refill your blood pressure medicine. So let's see here. It looks like you are on lisinopril. And are you checking your blood pressures at home at all?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna update it since we have a few minutes today. I'm gonna kind of go through things in a little bit more detail with you. Just so we can this will make it easier for us every time we see each other. Your blood pressure looked good today, so I think we can keep doing what we're doing. Are you pretty good about taking your meds?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see when we last checked your kidneys. Oh, it's been a while. 2013. So let's order those today, and you can go and get those done. And I'll order a couple other things too, and then I'll update this once we get it back. And then you can see over my shoulder here. This will be nice because every time I see you, we can just refresh this with this button here, and then I'll be able to see all your latest labs and all your blood pressures. So that'll help us keep you safe and keep this under control.
Great.
Okay, and let's talk about your diabetes. So again, since we are going kind of fast today and we have some extra minutes, let's get you all caught up on this too. So it looks like we haven't checked your A1C for 6 years. So we should probably check and see what that is.
I knew it had been a little while.
That's all right. We'll get them done. And then you're taking your metformin. Are you taking that?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
You're here, right? That's important to you. Really right to these. Your IC fertile you did Okay. And every for you daily the utilization and half of you open there, they don't get the looks like you're due from here. Equals that day, but page doesn't. All that. I'm sure. Kind of a with it, but mom can roll our opposite. When you have to see if you're rewatch her, plan with. Great. So let's just review here. We've covered everything in your chart and your kind of 3 new things. We're going to keep an eye on those palpitations. You're going to do those exercises for your back and try the Flonase for your allergies, and then you're going to keep me posted. And we're going to give you a shot today, and you're going to go to the lab. I'm going to print your summary for you, and we'll give you your homework plan, okay?
Wow.
Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. Got everything on my list.
All right, well, if your wife thinks of something else, she can let me know. All right, well, you have a great day. I'll walk you out.